That's what showers are for.
Do you think we got this many presents when we were married?
Oh, I don't know. I guess I was just too in love.
Oh, yeah. That lasted about a week. Then it was a microwave. I need a food processor. Oh, and we had to change the dish towels because, you know, they don't match my
I never
apron.
said anything like that.
I'm just kidding.
But, honey, about those dish towels, I was wondering.
Yeah, right. Forget it.
Somebody would marry me. Why, are you lonely? No, but I wouldn't mind getting a microwave.
You've just given a new definition to the term marital bliss.
Yeah. You know, I hope that I get some time off tomorrow to go to the shower.
Oh, I'm sure Jessie will give you some time to go.
Yeah.
Sure.
What is it, somebody's birthday?
No, but we're giving a surprise wedding shower for Terry tomorrow.
Here?
No, we're just using the co-ed lounge to store some of the presents. It's okay, isn't it?
I don't see why not. I did try to avoid piling them up so that they block the entire doorway.
Yeah, no. Well, if we get any more packages, I think we may have to admit them to the hospital and assign them a room. You think Steve Hardy will buy us keeping presents overnight for observation?
I really don't want to ask him. You want to ask him? You can ask him. You can waltz in and ask him.
Now what?
Someone having a party?
Well, I'm glad to see you're enjoying yourself, Dr. Stryker, but would you mind telling me what the hell you have in mind?
Listen, by rights, Father, you shouldn't even be here.
Nonsense.
Father, please.
Mr. Quartermain, the presents are actually my fault.
Yeah, that figures. What's happening at this hospital? What was once a highly respected medical institution is now turning into a zoo.
Because of a few presents?
No, because of you.
Actually, we were looking for my wife. Has anyone seen her?
Never mind, Alan. I want to know why all this rubbish is cluttering up what is supposed to be a staff lounge. Monica can wait.
I have to tell you, Edward was delighted with the news he received from Jimmy Lee from Sao Paulo.
Good. Like nothing more than to keep the old boy amused.
Oh, no. Edward is not laughing. I have to tell you that.
Oh, that's also good. Just as long as he stays on the defensive, that way he keeps off my back.
You've got your work cut out for you, know that, Sean. No, I mean it. I really do. Because Edward is not totally convinced that you're not pulling some kind of a scam.
I wouldn't expect him to be, Monica. I mean, I give the old wily fox more credit than that. I know exactly the way Edward's mind works.
Because you're both from the same mold, right?
In fact, the next part of my plan is already in motion. He's on his way here to Port Charles.
Who he?
Who else but...
Dmitri Casadon is coming.
That's right. Coming all the way from Sao Paulo, Brazil, to put on a command performance, the closest thing that Port Charles has to royalty, the Quartermains.
Well, the royal family is definitely going to be flattered. They're also going to be ravenously curious.
Once Dmitri and I finish luring Edward, he's going to snap up our bait like a hungry trout. And the best part of this whole thing, Monica, is there's going to be such a clean catch. No one will ever suspect a thing.
Let me get this straight. This lounge is now being used to hold wedding showers?
No, not hold a shower, just store a few presents.
For a woman who doesn't even work at the hospital?
What does that have to do with anything?
Well, obviously, I was under the mistaken impression that this lounge was exclusively for the use of doctors and nurses, not just anyone who happens to be your friend.
Edward, with my idea...
You've turned this place into a social club. Next thing I know, you'll want to hold dances up here and charge admission to the general public. Maybe you'd like to take over the entire floor and rent out rooms for the night, huh?
Father, I think it's time to go.
I have not finished, Alan.
Yes, you have.
Let me tell you something, Stryker.
No, I'll tell you. Now, one of the primary reasons for establishing this lounge was to provide a refuge where the staff could come and get away from the pressures of running this hospital and also get away from people like you.
I happen to be the chairman of the board of this hospital.
And you should know better than to attack any project or program that is designed to benefit doctors and nurses.
Benefit them or get you on their good side?
You're not opposed to this lounge. Your problem is strictly with me.
Yeah, you're right about that, and I'm going to see to it that it's brought up at the next board meeting.
Oh, pray do, yes. Go ahead and do that now. If you'll excuse me, I have some work to do. Some of us have more important things to do than to raise a stink about how many presents are in the lounge. Tony, you ready to head out in the van?
Oh, yeah.
We'll go by the waterfront today and see if we can help some of the street people.
Street people. Bums is more like it.
Hey, Buzz, the van's all gassed up, ready to go.
Thank you. Tony and I were just heading out.
That van is a waste of money and effort, too.
Was Was that comment meant for me?
That was another one of your brilliant contributions, wasn't it? Let me ask you something, Stryker. Who the hell do you think is paying for all these services to that bunch of derelicts?
Your comments are condescending and totally out of keeping with the spirit of this hospital. They are also offensive to me personally. If you wish to complain about my performance, you may do so in private, or you may do so at a board meeting of this hospital, but you may not, again, do it in front of the staff. Ever!
Nurse Woodrow, please call the doctor's lounge. Nurse Woodrow, please call the doctor's lounge.
Yank,
Yeah,
when are you going off duty?
I'm off now. Why?
Would you do me a big favor? Would you help Felicia go shopping and get some decorations for Terry's shower?
Sure, why not? Always the first time, huh?
Thanks.
Where's Felicia?
She's at the floating rib because she's meeting Sean Donnelly over there.
That's probably where Monica is now, trying to worm more information out of Donnelly about his Brazilian project.
So that's the plan of the rough. Oh, and you're not to mention anything to Edward about Dmitri Cassidy coming to town.
You mean I'm not supposed to plant this juicy tidbit?
No. I think it'd be much more effective if Edward finds out for himself.
Well, how's he going to do that?
He reads the paper, doesn't he?
Oh, every word, every day, every page.
And he will notice in tomorrow morning's local gossip column the announcement of Dmitri Cassidy's arrival later in the day.
How did you manage that?
A simple call to the columnist. Oh, I also arranged for media coverage at the airport.
I am then just supposed to sit back and watch for a while, huh?
Well, Edward may need a nudge in the right direction, but why don't you just try being around when he reads about Cassidy?
That's simple enough.
I suspect he'll want to take Dmitri into his house for dinner, just to begin feeling him out.
Sean, I think he's going to be picking Dmitri up at the airport.
But if he doesn't suggest dinner, why don't you sort of encourage the idea?
Sure, I can do that. I know for a fact, however, that Edward is going to pull out the red carpet for Dmitri Cassidy.
I certainly hope so.
I have to get to the hospital, sorry. Alan is there. Edward's going to meet him for some sort of meeting. I don't know what.
All right, and remember, not a word about Dmitri, huh?
Oh, count on me. Especially with a secret as delicious as this. I haven't had this much fun in ages, I have to tell you that.
You're a born con woman.
Well, I think we make a good team.
The best, and we've only begun to connive.
Can't wait for future adventures. See you later.
You can count on it.
Good.
Well, good morning.
Hi.
Hi. These are the letters you got for me, huh?
Yeah, I typed them last night.
Oh, these look good, which is more than I can say for you. Why the long face? You know, it breaks my heart to see a beautiful woman look so sad.
Well, maybe I better go then.
No. What's the problem?
Frisco.
I'm a good listener. Want to talk about it? And what has Frisco done?